Today is the feast of St. Anthony of Padua. It is also the anniversary of the second apparition of the Blessed Virgin to the children at Fatima. And one group in New Jersey is dedicated to spreading awareness of Our Lady's message. The Blue Army of Our Lady of Fatima was founded back in 1947. During the Cold War, a local priest discovered the messages of Our Lady of Fatima. He and a friend built a shrine to her. The group prayed for the conversion of the atheist Soviet Union and used the term Blue Army to counter the Soviets' Red Army. Now called the World Apostolate of Fatima, the group seeks to spread messages of prayer and peace. All right, for more now, let's turn to David Carollo, Executive Director of the World Apostolate of Fatima, USA. David, great to be with you today. We really appreciate it. Remind us again about the messages from Fatima and how they remain relevant today.
Well, Tracy, I think people just have to look at the news, and you can see the warnings of Our Lady, the promises of Our Lady 107 years ago. If my requests are heeded, and the bloody history of the 20th century into the 21st kind of speaks for itself. Wars and all these things that have happened. Many things probably didn't happen because people did adhere to a great degree, but many did happen. And I think this is. But the message of Fatima, believe me, is more relevant today than it was in 1917. These are not my words. These were the words of St. Pope John Paul II some 30 years ago. And it's even more relevant today. Today, we're celebrating the second anniversary of Our Lady's appearances, her second appearance in June of 1917. And of course, we've done much with EWTN and our centennial time back in 2017, and obviously ongoing. And, this is when she presented her Immaculate Heart and asked for reparation. This was the reassuring apparition after the introduction in May. Now it's for you children to understand, and by you children, I mean by extension us, that we have to live in accord with what she's requesting. She gave us the beautiful decade prayer. Oh, my Jesus, forgive us our sins and save us from the fires of hell. Lead all souls to heaven, especially those most in need of thy mercy. Well, and that's when, the children asked, will they go to heaven? And she said, yes, Jacinta Francisco, soon. And of course, you, Lucia, will stay a while longer to make me known and loved. And of course, that while is 88 years, gives you an idea of what eternity is. But she did say something there which I think really resonates. And she said, will I be alone? And she goes, no, my Immaculate Heart will be your refuge.
David, tell us about some of the projects that your group is working on. I know you're really involved in the Eucharistic revival as well.
We are. We have an extremely busy year, beautifully. I mean, of course, it's a little overwhelming for the staff and the volunteers and all. But yes, we are very much involved. Our Pilgrim Virgin Statue program has just been so busy this year. Vancouver, British Columbia, California, Portland, Oregon, Ohio, Pennsylvania, now in New York. As you see, we're covering the country. Very busy, very beautiful.
How can our viewers participate with you all in these initiatives with Our Lady of Fatima?
Please, of course, our website, bluearmy.com, has everything listed. You can come on, and we would appreciate all help that we can get. And again, we're really struggling this year because we limited resources, limited people, and we're throwing everything at it this year, Tracy, because we feel this is for all the marbles. We have to reinstate and in this, or rekindle, I should say, this real belief in a real presence. And I do believe that people are starting to understand that. I think they're seeing that if they join in these efforts, like what we're doing, they will see this things coming forward. What this event today, the second apparition of Our Lady of Fatima that we are commemorating here, is when she presented her Immaculate Heart. And she did make a promise that my Immaculate Heart will triumph.
David, thank you so much for coming on and speaking to us about all of this. We really appreciate it and for everything you do. God bless you.
Thank you, Tracy. Great to be with you.